Hey guys, welcome to Island 2. Full transparency, this is only going to get you 88. We're getting ready to move on to the next island, so you might find better strategies out here. Go ahead and grab yourself a hero, set her on strong, and then go ahead and grab a dartling, and we're going to make it a 1-1-0. This is going to turn into a 2-1-0 on here. Remember, it needs camo detection, so always make sure you use the middle path first on the dartling, and then you're going to place another one. What we're going to be saving up for are going to be Moab shredders on here. We are going to be able to create a dart paragon on here, but I created it so late. So if you can create it earlier, your score is going to be way higher than what I got on here. So once you get the second dartling, what we're trying to save up for is the Moab shredder. So right towards the edge of the log where you'll see at the bottom, we're going to go ahead and place our first spike on here. And then we are going to make sure that we start with a 0-3-2 on here. Once you get the middle path twice, sell the two dartlings and upgrade to a Moab shredder on here. Once you get your first Moab shredder, you're going to spam these Moab shredders. I'm going to speed this along because it's very tedious on here. So you're just going to see me constantly place Moab shredders. Make sure you change them from smart to close on here as you're creating these Moab shredders as well. And then and sell them and then continue on here. This is very tedious. I am going to throw out a druid for balloon cleanup and make it a 1-3-0 as well. So continue on with the Moab shredders, sell the back ones, make sure you mark them along. I am going to throw down a sub and make it a 3-0-0 for camo detection on here. I did not want to micro too hard. If you continue with the Moab shredders, you can get a lot further on here, but personally, I hate having to sell and do the smart to close, and it's just a lot on this particular map on here. So I'm going to switch my strategy here, as you're going to see, and I'm going to do super monkeys. I am going to be doing bottom path super monkeys. All of these are going start out with the bottom path for camo detection, but all of these are going to be 2-0-3s. The good thing with the bottom path is you can move these. So in the bottom, if you hit the little thing, you can move them within range, so you can move them within the boss. I am going to place 4 of these total on here and making sure that you mark all of these on strong. And then make sure you use the ability and kind of transition him to where the boss is moving on here. If you continue on with the Moab shredders, it's going to be a great strategy. I personally don't want to micro that much, so that is why I'm doing this on here. And like I said, it will be able to get you a Paragon as well too on here. So you'll see me create 4 total of these and then just kind of place them within range of the boss and then move them with the ability as well too to make sure they're constantly within range and hitting the boss as well too. And then make sure you mark all of these on strong as well too. What we're going to save up for after we get 4 of these total on here for the super monkeys is we are going to save up for a T5 spike, and we're going to do the middle path on here. But we need to be able to save up for it before we can do that on here. So if we do 4 of these and we keep moving it with the boss, that's going to generate enough money, and then we can end up selling these super monkeys and creating a T5 spike on here. So that's what I'm going to be doing on here. And this is going to hold until we can create the T5 spike. So I am going to fast forward this along on here. Then we're going to place a T5 spike. We are going to make it a 2-5-0. Once you get it to a 2-4-0, you can sell the super monkeys on here to create your T5 quicker on here. So you're going to go ahead and see me do that to create the T5 spike on here. And then immediately once we do that, I'm going to rebuild 1 of my super monkeys and make it a 2-0-4 or 2-0-3 on here. And then remember, make sure you start with bottom path for the camo detection and then throw out an ice monkey. We're going to make it a T5. We're going to make it a 5-2-0 on this ice monkey. And immediately after we make our T5 ice monkey, we want to pair it with a helicopter. The helicopter is going to be a 2-4-0. Remember, the helicopter is going to be able to help us move towers, so we'll be able to move the ice monkey within range of the boss during this on here. You want to be able to create the T5 ice monkey once it hits the ball, so if you need to sell that super monkey, go ahead and do that. And then immediately create your helicopter, so then that way you can be able to move the ice monkey on here. Then we want to add another defense. We're going to create a T5 dartling, it's going to be a 250 on here. Make sure you're moving your ice monkey within range of the boss on here as well too, so it's always within range on here, but that's what we're going to be saving up for. I am going to speed this forward because that's all I'm saving for. I'm just moving the ice monkey within range and then speeding forward till we can get the mad on here. And then immediately once we get the mad here, we're going to go ahead and place a wizard monkey on here, and the wizard monkey is going to be cross path bottom path because of camo detection, and it's going to be a 502 marked on strong as well. And then we want to start preparing for our Paragon after we get the T5 wizard monkey on here. So we're going to go ahead and create the T5 wizard monkey first, and then we want to go ahead and start our dart monkeys for our Paragon on here. So once we get the T5 wizard, go ahead and we're going to do the middle path first. And then when you place the additional dart monkeys to create them into super monkeys, make sure you do like a 022. You want to cross path that bottom path so they detect camo. So when they turn into super monkeys, they will hit the boss as well on here. But we want to try to create that middle T5 first for the dart monkey. So then that way it can help with the ability that it's going to do on there. And make sure that you mark the dart monkey, the T5 on strong as well too. And make sure that you're constantly moving your ice monkey within range as well too of the boss on here. But ultimately all we're going to do is start creating the middle path T5 on here. And then once we create that, we just need to create the additional dart monkey T5 so we can go ahead and create our Paragon. So we'll make sure when you create the other dart monkeys, use cross path at bottom path for camo detection as well too on here. So I will be doing that as well. And you can place the one monkey anywhere because our Paragon is going to create it towards the back end of the map here. So that one that I'm placing now is going to be what the Paragon is going to be on there once it's going to be created. So I am going to create the top path first and then create the one that's going to be my Paragon last on here. So you'll see me go ahead and upgrade that top path, and then we just need to go ahead and upgrade the bottom path to create our Paragon on here. There's probably several different other strategies out there that are way better. I don't know why this map was so difficult for me. It was more annoying. I just didn't want to do the Moab shredders. You could probably use sun avatars as well too during this if you would rather do that instead of the bottom path super monkeys. Moab shredders work very effectively during this. I just didn't want to micro that hard on here. If you create your Paragon sooner, you'll be able to get way higher. As you'll see, I create my Paragon, but I kind of create it late. So that is why I didn't get as high on here because you have the balloon leaks and stuff as well too on here. Once you create the Paragon, you're just going to go essentially rebuild towers on here. I throw ice monkeys out here and basically rebuild after you create your Paragon. Not the best score, but if you need a general guide here. We'll see you on Island 3 because we are moving on to Island 3. Thank you guys, and so sorry for the late upload.